Embark on a gripping journey through the aviation realm as we reveal the most heart-stopping moments of 2023, captured on camera. This unprecedented footage unveils the raw reality of airborne disasters, showcasing the sheer intensity and unpredictability of aviation incidents. From heart-pounding near misses to gut-wrenching collisions, our lens captures the untold stories of pilots and passengers navigating through harrowing moments in the sky. Brace yourself for an exclusive glimpse into the challenges faced by the aviation industry, reminding us of the resilience and safety measures continually evolving to safeguard air travel. Welcome to the Infinite Altitudes. Subscribe and let's dive in. Number 10. August 31, 1986, Aeromexico 498. This was a mid-air collision between a Piper Cherokee and a DC-10. It was determined that the FAA and the tiny Cherokee aircraft shared culpability. There was no error on the passenger jet. The Cherokee's pilots lost his way because he did not communicate with ATC. He stepped into restricted airspace, the terminal control area at LAX. The passenger plane was photographed during its descent. The scene of the mid-air collision in the Breaking Bad Season 2 finale is believed to have been inspired by this crash. As a result of the catastrophe, Walter White is even designated as the air traffic controller in charge of the passenger airliner. Number 9. The first Concorde fatal disaster occurred on July 25, 2000, and Air France 4590 was eventually discontinued as a result of costly maintenance and oil prices. The same runway was used for the takeoff of a DC-10 aircraft, which resulted in debris blowing up in the landing gear and engines. The Concorde was too far along in its takeoff procedure when it broke apart. Although all Concordes had improved fuel tanks and better tires, the Concorde was retired in 2003. Since the Concorde could travel faster than sound and the setting sun, this occurrence is a myth. Number 8. November 23, 1996, Ethiopian Airlines 961. Ethiopian 961 was a passenger aircraft flying from Abidjan, Côte d'Ivoire to Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. The aircraft was taken over while in flight. Since none of the hijackers made it out alive, we can't be certain, but they may have hoped to be flown to Australia to apply for asylum. Captain Abate, the pilot, had been taken over 3 times before. Abate warned the hijackers they wouldn't have enough fuel to reach their destination, but they chose to fiddle with the controls instead of paying attention. Unwise decision. Eventually, the aircraft ran out of fuel and crashed near Grand Comore Island. What is this? Numerous onlookers were present and contributed to the rescue operation. Not the crash itself caused the majority of the deaths in this incident. Prior to the collision, many passengers put on their life jackets. This implied that they would be unable to flee the sinking aircraft. They were instructed not to do this by flight attendants, but they only spoke in English. Number 7. Rewind to September 25, 1978, when the skies witnessed a harrowing collision between a Boeing 727 and a Cessna 172. The heart-stopping moment unfolded as the Boeing descended for a landing, tragically collided with the Cessna's tail. This mid-air catastrophe, known as PSA 182, shook the aviation world. The collision's impact was not just physical, but etched a somber chapter in aviation history. Join us as we delve into the gripping tale of this airborne tragedy, exploring the circumstances that led to the fateful encounter and the enduring lessons learned from this unforgettable event. Number 6. On August 22, 2006, Pulkovo Aviation Enterprise Flight 612 soared into an ill-fated journey. Seeking refuge from a looming thunderstorm, the aircraft ascended to 39,000 feet. Little did the passengers know, this decision would lead to a devastating in-flight stall caused by pilot error. A heart-wrenching disaster unfolded, leaving an indelible mark on aviation history. Amidst the chilling details, haunting video footage captured the aircraft during the boarding process, immortalizing the moments before tragedy struck. Number 5. Terrorists from Al-Qaeda hijacked a commercial flight on September 11, 2001 from Washington, D.C. to Los Angeles. The plane circled above Pike County, Ohio, then returned to Washington. In Washington, D.C., the aircraft crashed into the Pentagon. 2 security cameras at the Pentagon were synchronized to record identical frames of the collision. In one moment, the tip of the plane was visible, and in the next, the whole thing was within the Pentagon. An adjacent camera capturing the parking lot and a gas station video capturing the sun bouncing off the plane into the canopy of the gas station also caught the explosion. The 9/11 attacks are meant to be brief in the video. Number 4. TAM Airlines Flight 3054, July 17, 2007. This was a Brazil flight that overshot the runway and ran into a gas station right off the runway. Whoever thought it was a good idea to have a gas station next to a runway, I have no idea. This plane was forced to land on runway 35L, notorious for being difficult to land on. In fact, that very runway had had an accident the day before. As for the cause of the runway overshoot, the pilot only activated the left engine brakes, not the right engine brakes, forgetting that there was a second engine involved. Apparently, this meant that the left engine was slowing down the plane while the right one was speeding it up, causing the plane to take a left turn. Here's the video of the crash. We can see the airplane as it's crashing, but not the crash itself. We can, however, see the fireball it produced from just off screen. Number 3. May 25, 1979, American 191 PP. A scheduled American Airlines Flight 191 from Los Angeles to Chicago crashed during takeoff as a result of an engine that had been improperly maintained and detachable. The plane can still function with its 2 remaining engines, therefore it shouldn't have been an issue when the left engine separated. The pilots were not aware that the detachment of the left engine resulted in the destruction of the left wing and the retracting of the slats. If they had known that, they could have operated the aircraft. The picture was shot as the plane was crashing. Not long after it crashed, another was taken. Captain Walter Lux was in charge of the aircraft. Although another pilot had asked him to fly this specific aircraft, he had not intended to do so. It is now clear that his choice was incorrect and ultimately caused his death. Number 2. September 11, 2001. United 175. September. The goal of United Airlines Flight 175 was to transport cargo from Boston to Los Angeles. Terrorists from Al-Qaeda took control of the aircraft during the journey with the intention of deploying it as a kamikaze missile to crash into the World Trade Center's South Tower. Before striking the South Tower, the aircraft had many close misses, missing Delta 2315 by just 300 feet. Hundreds of lives could have been saved if the 2 planes had collided. Almost 50 people captured the second deadliest jet crash in history on camera, and millions of people saw it live on television, making it likely the most watched plane accident in history. Number 1. September 11, 2001, or American 11 as it was called. This aircraft disaster also stemmed from a terrorist takeover masterminded by Osama bin Laden and carried out by Al-Qaeda. Jules Naudet, filming a documentary on New York City firefighters, captured footage of the incident. This is the improved video. Vincent Gerard Halloran is the firefighter on the left, looking up as American 11 passes by. Regretfully, he did not make it. Ultimately, Pavel Halaba recorded it from Brooklyn as well. This is the improved video. Recorded not one, but both aircraft disasters. This webcam captured it as well, and an unidentified news camera recorded the audio. Hope this video sheds light into the unfortunate incidents of air crashes. We have learned a lot from these incidents, and aviation is far more safe than it was before. Thank you for watching. Follow for more.